Chapter 16. Our heroes are positively dumbfounded by what has just transpired. Riku is standing over Malowich's corpse, his giant scalpel blade bathing in the fresh taste of her succulent fairy blood. "What the F, Riku?" Sora burst out. "I was supposed to do that." Riku does not respond. He merely scoffs and makes his leave. Sora notices that there's something different about Riku. He's not his usual dumbass self. The gang quickly chases after him, following him into the super secret room that Melvosin had kept hidden. And by golly, what a horror show it turns out to be! The walls are completely lined with fair maidens, all chained up in a ritualistic fashion. And there, in the center of the room, is none other than Carrie! "What the hell is this crap now?" Sora grits between his teeth. "Do you like it?" asked Riku in a slightly more evil than usual voice. "That hag was planning on using the purest of hearts from these girls to open a passageway to a long-lost realm. But she was a fool. She was missing a vital component. This girl." Riku looks down at the comatose Carrie by his feet. Carrie without a K? More like Carrie without a heart. Gasp! Carrie has no heart? Sora is getting fed up with Riku's shenanigans. "What are you talking about, Riku? What did you do to Carrie's heart?" Riku chuckles, a most sinister chuckle. "Me? I'm not the one who stole this girl's heart. You are, Sora!" Sora doesn't understand what Riku is talking about at all. Surely he would remember stealing his best friend's heart out of her body. It doesn't make any sense. Was he sleepwalking or something? Riku can tell that Sora is a bit confused, so he attempts to explain himself. It appears that when Sora came into contact with Carrie's lifeless body back on Destiny Island, her heart managed to escape from her body and somehow wound up in Sora's own chest cavity. And as long as her heart remains inside Sora, Carrie can never awaken, and the doorway to Destiny will forever remain closed. Riku points his scalpel blade at Sora. "Now," he declares, "I will surgically extract the final maiden's heart from your puny body and use it to obtain the ultimate power. Then I will drown all worlds in darkness, and I alone will reign supreme." Sora can no longer contain himself. "You're not Riku," he shouts at the boy standing before him. "Riku would never say that. He's not smart enough to know how to do any of that." The mysterious boy laughs maniacally. "So you figured it out, huh? Yes, your friend Riku is no more. I am Ansem, the world's greatest heart surgeon of all time." At this point, Sora, Donald, and Goofy all have their jaws on the floor. Donald finally speaks up. "But that's not possible. Ansem is supposed to be dead." "Yeah," interjects Goofy. "Lionface said Ansem was killed by the mob years ago. There's no way he's alive. The imposter Riku shakes his head. The mob is no match for me. I am unkillable. And soon the entire universe will bow before me. Sora unsheathes his Keyblade. We'll just see about that. Foolish boy, you think you can defeat me? You haven't learned a thing. One who knows nothing can understand nothing. Blam! Sora slices through Riku's body into 100 pieces before he can even blink his eyes. Within an instant, Riku is sliced to a pile of bloody cubes. Then there is only silence. The room's atmosphere is heavy, like a bowling ball. No one dares to speak a word. Sora, covered in blood like the vengeful demon he has proven himself to be, throws his Keyblade to the ground. He feels an unusual sadness creeping up in his bones. Riku may have been evil, and quite possibly have sold his soul to a demonic heart surgeon, but he was once Sora's friend. He sighs. Well, at least there's still Carrie. But then Sora remembers that Carrie is also sort of dead. He thinks back to what Ansem was saying about Carrie's heart and how she's trapped inside of him. Without her heart, the girl can never hope to awaken. Then Sora notices Ansem's scalpel sitting on the floor. Fuck, he growls through his grizzled chompers. He knows that there's only one thing that he can do. Sora picks up the scalpel, and after one last goodbye smile, he performs open heart surgery on himself. He carefully extracts Carrie's rogue heart and transfers it into its proper body. The operation is a success, but at a great cost. Sora's frail circulatory system cannot handle the strain of such a strenuous procedure, and he slips into a state of cardiac arrest. Donald desperately looks for something to help his dying friend. Potions, mega elixirs, anything. But it's no use. Goofy already wasted the last of the items long, long ago. There is nothing left. Sora's loyal companions soon come to the sad realization that their friend cannot be saved. Woe is me, ladies and gentlemen. Woe is the entire world. The greatest tragedy of all time is upon us. Sora, the guardian of the universe, the king of keys, the spiky-haired savior of serenity. He's dead. Gone forever. It's more than anyone can bear. As the universe holds a moment of silence for the fallen hero, Carrie is finally beginning to regain consciousness. She opens her eyes just in time to see the fresh corpse of her two best friends, one being cried upon by a group of freaky animal people, and the other a pile of roast beef. I ain't having this shit, thinks Carrie, and she attempts to go back to sleep. If only it were that easy, ladies and gentlemen. But our suffering is not over yet. Because lo and behold, everybody, Riku's meat pile is beginning to tremble and shake most violently. Donald, Goofy, and Carrie look on in horror as the flesh cubes reassemble themselves, stacking into the horrible shape of Ansem himself. Wah ha ha! Chortles the wicked doctor. I already told you, I'm unkillable. And now that foolish boy released the final heart, the door is finally open. A gateway to the ancient kingdom of the heavens, the ultimate realm where not even gods dare to tread. That's right, I'm talking about Kingdom Hearts, bitch. Ansem activates his dark flight ability and jumps out the window. See you later, nerds. I've got an omnipotent kingdom to conquer. What a terrible, terrible series of events that have just ensued. Sora is dead, and now, pretty soon, the entire universe is sure to follow. These are dark times, my friends. The darkest times that you can possibly conceive of. But let me tell you something about darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Deep within the darkest of shadows, within the bleakest of nights, you may just find the brightest light of all. Out from the aether, Sora can sense his friend's despair, and through sheer force of will, he forces himself back into the realm of the living. The boy's heart begins to beat, and he draws breath once more. Yes! Yes! A million yeses ring out across the entire galaxy. Rejoice, one and all, for Sora lives yet again! Sora picks up his Keyblade from off the ground and cleans the blood from himself. Donald, Goofy, Carrie, get the candy ship ready. We've got an appointment with the doctor. Also, we're gonna kill Ansem.